In Mark chapter 1 verse 2, in the King James Version, we read, "As it is written in the prophets, Behold, I send my messenger before thy face, which shall prepare thy way before thee. The voice of one crying in the wilderness, Prepare ye the way of the Lord, make his path straight." Now you'll notice, because the references make it easy, that as it is written in the prophets, and then the quotation is of Malachi, and in verse 3, the quotation is by Isaiah. Yet in modern translations, such as the NIV, verse 2 in chapter 1 of Mark reads, "As it is written in Isaiah the prophet," and then cites Malachi, then Isaiah. So, which is the authentic reading? Which one is original? The question we should ask is, what did Mark write? What is the original reading? While it may be a little bit disturbing that a Bible would say written in Malachi, or written in Isaiah, and then quote Malachi, and then quote Isaiah, we should always be objective and examine the evidence and follow where it leads. Let's examine the textual evidence. As it is written in Isaiah the prophet. The phrase Isaiah the prophet is found in Aleph, B, several other majuscules, minuscules, church fathers, also in D, the Old Latin, Vulgate, Syriac, Coptic, Gothic, Georgian, and the phrase in the prophets is in Alexandrinus, several other majuscules, minuscules, early translations, lectionaries, and the majority or Byzantine text. So, is the phrase authentic or not? Externally, we have Aleph and B in agreement, as well as with Beza, which suggests that the phrase goes back extremely far, very early. Internally, the phrase in Isaiah is more likely to be changed to the phrase in the prophets due to the citation of two prophets, rather than the phrase in the prophets to be changed to in Isaiah the prophet. It's really hard to come up with an internal reasoning to suggest why someone would change in the prophets to in Isaiah the prophets, rather than change Isaiah the prophet to in the prophets. Internally and externally, the weight holds toward the reading of in Isaiah the prophet as original. Thank you.